Thank you. Fifteen left.
That was almost Burdick-like, the way he at the last minute just flicked the wrist because you think he's going back up the line, but aggressive movement with the wrist to draw it cross court.
That was a nice injection of pace midway through that rally, and then good shot selection to make sure that it inflicted as much pain on Federer as possible in terms of movement behind the baseline there. It's not an easy stadium to smash in. It's a huge roof here, and then you've got the big scoreboard overhead. Tipsarevic has had problems putting the ball away when moving in. A little sluggish there, and again it's a risky approach shot coming in cross court to the Federer forehand.
14-15.
You've got to be playing with the house's money to do that.
J.Tipsarevic.
It's good body language from Tipsarevic there for the first time in the match, really. And he gets off to a much better start in this set than he did initially.
Second set.
He leads 1-love.
Of course, something that Janko has to deal with is the variation from the back of the court that Federer has. We're going to have a look at the Federer backhand here. The red ball is the topspin backhand, and that one bounces about 1.41 meters high. The low bouncing yellow ball, of course, is the slice, just 0.29 of a meter high, 29 centimeters in fact. So the variation is what, a meter and some change. So it's constantly varying the opposition's strike zone as to where he hits the ball. And of course that's annoying.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's up here, sometimes it's down there. There's so many different things you're having to take care of.
Yeah, players love it right at the hip, don't they? So they can just get into a rhythm, shot after shot. When you're constantly changing from shoulder to shin, it's tough to get into a rhythm. Never really got his foot to the pitch of the ball there.
30-15.
To win one.
Let first service. (40-15). Federer.
Pretty comfortable service hold for Federer. 5 aces now. One apiece.
$15 left. Out. 30 left.
Of course, Federer this year, once he's won the opening set in a match, has only lost 2 matches. And for the trivia question of the day, I'd like to know who those 2 matches were against and where.
It's quite the record, isn't it? And it just shows you, we've talked about it down the years, how good a front runner he is. All the matches that he's played throughout the season, only twice has he lost when he's won the opening set.
You can let me know at Rob Koenig Tennis. I'll let you know out of the break at 2-1.
That's a shame, because there's some lovely variation throughout the course of the rally. And you can see what J.Tipsarevic is trying to do. He's trying to exploit Federer's movement by creating more angle, by hitting short with less speed, more spin with that inside-out forehand.
We always speak about Roger's attacking skills, but he gave us a good inclination there of how well he can defend when he needs to.
He's in desperate need of a cheap points here. Worrying times for those in the J.Tipsarevic camp, nearest and dearest. They always get a little nervous courtside. Break points, Federer.
At second service.
Laporte off with the pleased with the response that he's seen from his charge in the early stages of this second set. A lot more competitive than the first, dealing with that short ball well. Plenty of time there to get set up. Shows the high percentage play going inside out to the Federer backhand. Just enough pace on that. That's a nice bonus.
Advantage J.Tipsarevic. Deuce.
Brilliance. Just didn't get enough depth on that recovery forehand. Got to get the height to get the depth to give yourself time to recover. When it drops a little short, then your opponent has so much more time to step up and be aggressive. Great technique. Put that front foot down and then pivoted off it. Good upper body rotation, generating a lot of angular momentum. Break point. It's so crucial to get that first serve in when it really matters. So full marks to Tipsarevic there.
First shot selection from Tipsarevic there.
Advantage Federer.
And the ball's below the heart of the net. It's so difficult to go with the topspin first of all. And then you definitely don't want to go cross court.
The pressure told in the end. Couldn't quite fend off yet another break point.
Federer leads 2-1.
Swiss fans are in good voice because their hero leads 2-1 second set.
Yourself an RF shirt with the big logo on the front.
Sleep in that thing.
Play so much better the next day, don't you? Well, of course, we asked you who the two players to beat Roger Federer this year after Federer had won the opening set. And of course, a fair few of you got it right. Federer fan 07, spot on as well. Ruan Rulofsa. But the biggest shout out has got to go to Valdis B, who not only remembered that it was Rafa at the Aussie Open and Isner at Davis Cup, but also they were back-to-back matches. So nice one there, Bursey Nasty.
15 love.
Tennis connected, always on top of things, as was Antonio Serrano.
Nice to see everybody bringing their A game to the season-ending championships.
13 love.
Both those matches best of 5 sets, unbeaten when he's won the first set in a 3-set encounter.
So,
of course, the job just getting more and more difficult as far as Tipsarevic is concerned today. It was nice when he can hold as comfortably as that. 76 seconds, all it takes for Federer.
Federer leads 3 games to 1.
Further ahead. What have you made, Robbie, of Tipsarevic's performance so far?
15 love.
Just a nervy start.
Thank you.
It's the kind of matchup that you feel that one break a set is going to be good enough for Federer. He's played probably about
First service.
80% of what he can, 85%, which is probably a break a set. That's how I look at it. Good in patches, but you have that odd letdown in a service game, and you end up paying the price for it.
15 all.
Yeah, he knew, I'm sure, coming into the match that he had to be at the very top of his game, and that hasn't happened by quite some margin. And so he has been struggling ever since he was broken in his opening service game.
Organising his feet beautifully in order to execute the inside out forehand. That's the key. That's why things look so effortless. A skill that's been honed since he was 10 years of age. You're watching the videos of him. He didn't want to hit too many backhands when he was a youngster. It's so often the case when you do have a single-hander. When you're younger, you're not as strong. You can't hit topspin. You can only chisel it back in the middle of the court. So you want to use the forehand at every given opportunity.
If JJ sat at home there, is he thinking that's the one shot I can hit a little better than Federer?
Definitely, definitely. Come around to Poland and I'll show you how to hit that one in the off-season.
get hold of the return, and then he was a little too ambitious on the volley.
40-30.
No panic from Tipsarevic there when Federer was bearing down on the net. That's crucial. Just concentrate on the execution of your ground stroke when your opponent's coming into the net. Don't panic.
Long. Mr. Federer is turning the corner and left base.
J.Tipsarevic there gave a signal that he wasn't quite sure.
But I think he also gave the fist pump initially, thinking he'd won the game.
Yeah, good challenge. Just took a piece of the line, so nothing going Tipsarevic's way at the moment.
I think if he hadn't held up his hands, he might have got away with it.
That was a poor call from Alex Bosshart.
Tennis from both players. But it's Federer who once again comes out on top.
Advantage.
Couple of beautiful little angles, great agility and athleticism from both. He's almost hit that backhand behind him.
Break point. Good serve, courageous tennis. With his back well and truly up against the wall.
Out. Advantage, Federer. Mr.
He just can't believe he's missed
corner
that.
right
So he
base.
just wants confirmation from Hawkeye. Yeah, well deep.
All stand.
And again, another indication that
Mr. Tipsarevic has
Tipsarevic
two
this
times.
afternoon so far has been well short of his very best. Another chance for Federer to lead 4-1. It's better serve. It's a nice variation, keeping Federer guessing.
Deuce.
I don't know how he's found an angle there because where I was sitting there wasn't one available.
Federer.
I mean, even our cameraman was looking for the inside-out forehand there initially.
It's becoming more and more difficult for Tipsarevic to hang around in this service game. gradually improving his position within the rally with each and every shot that he hit within it. And Federer now with the finish line well within sight. He's a couple of games away now. He leads 4-1 second set.
Well, Federer gives him a good working over here. Initially having to defend. Chisels his way into the point and then starts to get good length. That's where having a single-handed backhand is nice. There's a lot more slices. This is brilliant. It was only the second forehand I think he hit in that rally. This is where the great players are so good. And they've got time on the ball. They make you pay.
Sign up now at barclaysballkids.com.
Time.
Perfect technique from Federer. Look at the extension through the ball. Look how still the head is. And until the shot is absolutely finished. Body weight on the front foot, knees flexed on his toes all the time, never his heels. Good footwork around the ball, semi-open stance, good rotation with the upper body, nice use of the wrist. Technique is outstanding when he has time and when opponents can't take him out of his comfort zone. And that's certainly been the case today as far as Tipsarevic is concerned. And I guess, Robbie, perfect start really for Federer.
Hasn't put a thing wrong. Wouldn't have expended too much energy either, Jason.
And of course, given the round robin format, always nice if you can win in straight sets. Bit of a bonus.
Served and volleyed a fair bit in Basel 2 weeks ago. Paul was saying, yeah, it's good, Severin, but not as good as my S&B. Of course, Paul used to come in on everything. Great volleyer was the American, really knew his way around the forecourt.
$40-15. $40-13. Game, Federer.
Well, that's another comfortable hold for Federer. And here's the stat of the week.
Let's hear it.
The 53rd consecutive hold for Federer against Tipsarevic, dating back to their third round encounter at the Australian Open in 2008. And in all that time, he's only faced 2 break points.
Take a bow. Pete Owen.
Yeah, Pete Owen from Hawkeye there coming up with that stat. That was ESPN-like.
Out.
15 left. 15-all. Left for service.
Shame, because that was a lovely little sneak. Of course, you're always tempted to perhaps do a little too much with that volley when you come inside it, when you can see your opponent racing across the court like that, because you're so desperate to get the ball moving away from them as far as you possibly can, and that's what happened there. Just got a little too greedy, a little too close to the lines. So again, that's why it's always advisable as an opponent to try and hustle into the open court as quickly as you possibly can. Close down the court, make the target area smaller for your opponent. Nicely done. Just enough with the approach. Again, it's good hustle from Federer. Always advisable. Try and make your opponent play one more shot. Stay in the rally as long as you can. Eventually, that will pay off. Moved well, Federer, today.
Yes, we've seen a bit of everything. Good attacking, good defending. Serve has been solid enough.
Thank you.
We've seen some wonderful variation from Federer throughout the match, particularly off the backhand wing.
That's caused J.Tipsarevic all kinds of problems.
He's changed the pace, changed the type of spin that he's put on the ball, height over the net, height of the bounce, of course, then is changed as a result. Wonderful. Here's Federer. Match point.
Thank you.
Simply too good this afternoon for J.Tipsarevic. Got off to a decent start. Broke his very first opportunity. Tipsarevic looking a step slow and a little nervous in that opening set. And once Federer got ahead, there was no stopping him. We know he's an excellent front runner, and that was the case this afternoon. No problems at all for the defending champion. He's off to a flyer this time around. A winner this afternoon for the loss of just 4 games.
Please stay in your seats to hear the analysis of the game in the Poachmast interview coming up on court.
And of course,
right
that's
now.
the 40th win for him here at the season-ending championships, and he now surpasses the great Ivan Lendl in total match wins at this particular event. Another amazing milestone for Federer.
And this afternoon, Robbie, just simply too good, really, in every aspect of the game.
And now, ladies
Absolutely.
and gentlemen, your appreciation, please, for J.Tipsarevic.
Tipsarevic will be a little disappointed, won't he?
Yeah, a step slow, but he would have understood that if he is feeling a little under the weather, it was always going to be a big ask. So perhaps at the end of the day, no surprises with the results. Let's be pretty honest about it. Federer was serving well, not lights out. You'll see the first serve percentage just above 50, but when he made the first serve, well, he was outstanding. He only lost to 1 point when it went in. Defended the second serve well. The variation was outstanding. We saw him serve volley a bit, plenty of slices, and just too much in his locker for his opponent today. But Tipsarevic, fingers crossed that he'll be healthy enough to come out for his next 2 matches, and he's got a day and a half to recover now. So Federer sitting atop of the group, and that's good numbers there as well. Impressive in terms of sets won, obviously, in straights, and then games won as well. Big numbers, so he's certainly given himself the best possible chance of qualifying for the knockout stages. And of course, Ferrer and Del Potro will do battle a little later on this evening. It's going to be tough now, though, for Tipsarevic to qualify. So that's 1 down and 1 to go as far as Group B matches are concerned on day 2 of our live coverage here